In this video I want to demonstrate the scripting feature within the GSAKWrapper. You can find stuff on the wiki page, GitHub, and you find here wiki, plus you have scripting. You find here some information, also examples. But what is the scripting about? You can script a filter. There are a lot of filters over here, but maybe you need some custom filter that it's not in this list. Then you can create your own one, and you see over here the script filter with extra script filter. And you have also with actions, there's also a run script. We will get to this later. So first this one, and you can press here the script editor, or from within this menu you have scripts, and you see also here the scripts for actions and the scripts for filters. So these filters on this side with actions. So let's create a new one, new filter, and let's say we want to create a filter that filters on the distance between the corrected coordinates and the coordinates of the geocache. So let's name it cc dist and demo. You get this empty template, and we create a property, public double distance. So we make this a setting of this this filter distance. The default value, you can put that in the constructor, default equals 2. Prepare, we don't have to do anything. The finalize also nothing. And the process, these are the operators. So these are these operators. So we have to do something like that. So depending on the operator, it's a parameter, we have to do something. So we'll switch off. Editor is a bit quirky. Case, and it's the operator. We don't have to implement them all. For this demo we only say less or equal. Break. And we can do a larger, but first less or equal. So now we have to determine, well, you can always see that the caches that are entering is the input table, and after the filter, the geocache that you want filter go to the target table. That's how it works. There's a helper function for that, so we call it, and it's the select. It's a select geocache on where clause, so it's just an SQL. You can write your own SQL statement, but this one is just helping with that. So it wants the input table, it's this one, and the output table, the target, for this operator. And now it wants the where clause. Leave this empty first, and the inner join. So this is basically, so what do you want to filter? The corrected coordinates. So we need another table, inner join let's correct it. And you see also with the macros, or in general in GSAK, you need to know what tables are there and what the fields are within those tables. That's the whole idea of GSAKWrapper, that you don't need it, but yeah, if you want to do scripting on macros, unfortunately you do. So it's actually for programmers, this. Now the where clause. So we're joining this with the caches table, but of course we need to add the caches dot code is corrected dot c. Okay, code. You have to know the fields. There's a helper with that, so you say for x is, let's say, new, within the data types you have all the GSAK tables. So in this case it's corrected, and if you, there you see all the table fields. So I said k code, that's this one. Well, that's normally with SQL how the inner join works. If you don't, well, never mind the scripting. That scripting won't be for you, but it's just for the people who know. So now we want to have a where clause. So we are filtering, and this is, so for a distance, SQLite doesn't have stored procedures. On the wiki, we have db page, and there you see the functions that are added by the GSAKWrapper to the standard SQL. So in this case, dist, and the latitude longitude of the first point, and latitude longitude of the second point, and then you get the distance in kilometers. So let's do that. So the where clause is dist, and then the caches dot latitude, caches dot longitude, and then I corrected by the way, I'm making a mistake over here. Corrected dot, and then that's a k. After log. So we don't need it anymore. Now we know the names of the fields. Corrected dot k after. It's sensitive, but and this is the operator is less or equal. So we need the distance, that's the parameter, less or equal we use the distance. The problem here, so now it's okay, but the problem here that depending on your localization settings, it might be that this double is converted to 10 comma 2 or whatever. So to prevent that, we do a toString with the culture info, and of course it's, you have to use this using system globalization. So we have the culture info. results, culture. Is it invariant? The invariant culture. So let's see if this compiles. Operator does not exist in the current context. Yeah, of course. And now this is success. So now that this is okay, we can add the larger. This is our script, compile, success. This is our script, we can close it. So now we select the script, this demo, and we can enter a distance. We can use another one, 2.0. Problem now is I don't have a database with it corrected. So we only implemented the smaller equal then, or the larger. And we can run this, and it's working. Well, I don't have corrected, but that's how script is working with properties. You can also use it use the same, and maybe with another distance. So you can use it multiple times. And there's also an action script, and there it's exactly the same, only there's no operator. So that's looking a bit different. Well, let's action just 3. Now you see there's only finalize run, and that's where you do the action. The rest is the same, but you don't have to process an operator. And there's an example, and this is just created in an Excel sheet. So it's finalize run, and you have the data, so the geocaches that should be going into the filter is the action input table filter name. So that went into the filter here, and that's where you do the actions on. And that's also, you can find that example also on the wiki. So that's how scripting works.